Ah, beauty and brawn. What a better way to describe America's track and field sprinter record holder. Today, while most people in their 20s are struggling to find their footing, this athlete has been making her mark in her chosen sport. In fact, what she did was totally insane. Well, not in the mentally deranged kind of way, but what she did is as out of this world. Meet Abby Steiner, a 23-year-old American athlete competing in both indoor and outdoor track and field. Steiner is known for her record wins in various competitions across the United States. In fact, Steiner established quite a reputation for herself. Her accolades seem to be endless. From high school to today, it's as if Steiner has been collecting awards as if they were just souvenirs from a gift shop. In fact, just a few weeks ago, Steiner bagged yet another win and set a new American record at Millrose Games in New York City, held on February 12th. Among all the participants, Abby rose shone at the 2023 Melrose Games, a World Athletics Indoor Tour Gold meeting at the Armory Track and Field Center in New York. Steiner, alongside Yared Nuguse and Alicia Monsonwith, were the highlights of the event with their national record-breaking performances. While they were breaking records, people watching them were breaking into cold sweat. That's how nervous sports fans were at the time. Prior to the event, Steiner held the NCAA indoor record in the less frequently run 300-meter distance, with her time of 35:80. At the time, the American record was held by Quinara Hayes at 35:71, and the world record best of 35:45 in this event was set at the Melrose Games in 2018 by Shone Ubio. Unmistakably, both of these marks came under serious threat at the 2023 Melrose Games. Although many are hopeful of beating these records, no one knows for sure that they will be able to, including Abby Steiner herself. In light of this, Steiner set a new American record at the said event when she broke the indoor American record in the 300-meter sprint. The American sprinting sensation set a new national record of 35.54 seconds, putting her third on the world all-time list behind Arina Privalova and Shone Ubio. According to Steiner, the 300-meter is a bit more strategic than she gave it credit for, although she shared that she liked it as it pushed her out of her comfort zone. I love competitions. That's why you come to see these meets for, American sprinting sensation Abby Steiner concluded in her interview with FlowTrack, a live streaming platform for track and field events. I am beyond excited to be running at this historic meet for the first time in my professional career, said Steiner in December. I'm looking forward to the atmosphere, fans, and great competition that Melrose always provides. Well, Melrose is indeed a legendary competition known to astute track and field fans and sports historians. For sure, Melrose provides some exciting competition, so much so that it has pushed Abby to do something remarkable, setting a new American record in the 300-meter sprint. The Melrose Games is a World Athletics Indoor Tour Gold meet, with the highest level competition at the youth, high school, collegiate, club, and professional levels. There's truly something for everyone at the Melrose Games. Aside from Abby's record-breaking wins throughout the years, she celebrated a professional win last year. What could be as important and as fulfilling as her wins? It was her walk across the University of Kentucky commencement stage last year that helped fulfill what appeared to be her academic dreams. Steiner's degree in kinesiology exercise science set the stage for one of her long-term goals, a career as a physical therapist. What a plot twist, right? One of America's most promising athletes actually has a degree designed to help people in the physical sense. Man, how amazing is Abby Steiner? Steiner said the path to academic success is like being in a relay team. If only it were as easy for most people as it appears to be for her. Well, she does have a point though, especially when she said, everyone must do their individual job. I had to put in my time studying, doing homework, and other steps needed to do my part. But I was surrounded by people to help if I'm not able to do that. I had my study buddies, my professors, and other resources there to carry me through. If only everyone had the kind of support Abby had. But, well, we can't change the cards we're dealt, just how we play the hand, as American educator Randy Pausch once said. When she graduated, Steiner held 4 NCAA titles, setting the indoor American record and outdoor NCAA record for the 200-meter. Steiner, the 2-time world champion, is a rapidly emerging American sprint superstar who notably had a breakout campaign in 2022, making her mark as one of the best sprinters in the world. Further, Steiner helped the United States to a first-place finish in the 4x400-meter relay during the World Athletics Championship last July 18, 2022 in Eugene, Oregon. At the said event, Steiner recorded the fastest time ever run on U.S. soil with a 3:17.79, nearly 3 seconds ahead of second-place Jamaica. Do you think Steiner has always wanted to be a sprinter? Do you think she's always looked up to Wyoming Attias, an athlete from the United States who became the first person in history to successfully defend her Olympic 100-meter crown? Tyus earned the gold medal at the '64 Tokyo Olympics, which she later won again at the 1968 Mexico Olympics. However, unlike Wyoming Attias, who always wanted to be the person who could run the fastest, Steiner's heart wasn't always set on track and field. Growing up, Steiner's career goals started on the soccer field, where she took to the sport fairly quickly. By the age of 8, she was on a traveling team and had big dreams of going pro someday. At the time, the coaches would set up races as a fun way to finish on the last day of tryouts. There, Steiner won 3 years in a row. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit fast, she recalls thinking. However, fast forward to a few years later, Steiner experienced a setback when she suffered an ACL injury. Although life threw her a curveball, Steiner found a silver lining as her future career goals came into focus during the recovery. I spent so much time with so many amazing physical therapists who used to be elite athletes and who made that transition into healthcare. That's what inspired me to go on to Kentucky and pursue my degree in kinesiology, so I could one day, when my career was over, give back in the same way those people gave back to me. I think they were a really big reason why I was able to make the recovery that I did, just because they understood what it was like to be in my shoes. That was the turning point from those little girl dreams to what I really wanted to be doing. What an inspiration Abby is! You know that living life is hard enough, but add an injury to that? Most people would be like, nah bruh. But Abby, as it's quite evident now, is not like us mere mortals and lesser beings. Abby Steiner is a good representation of a boss lady, beautiful, smart, joyful, and sporty to boot. Some may even mistake her for a model or a pageant queen instead of a national athlete. If you didn't know, Abby Steiner was named the National Women's Track Athlete of the Year by the United States Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association in March last year. You think only Selena Gomez and Kylie Jenner are getting people's attention? Well, think again. Abby Steiner's not just famous for her prowess on the track, but she's also popular on various social media platforms for her fashion sense and remarkable photos. Let's take a look back at how Abby Steiner rose to her fame in the track and field sport. In high school, Steiner was a 4-time All-American at New Balance Nationals, was an Ohio State record holder in the 60 meters, 200 meters, indoor and outdoor, and 100 meters, as well as a 16-time state champion. In her freshman year, Steiner only had a few accolades. First-time All-America 2019 Indoor 4x4 SEC All-Freshman Team 2019 Indoor 200-meter, SEC Freshman Record 60-meter 7.30, Second-Team All-America 2019 Indoor 200-meter. Steiner's indoor accomplishments are just a handful. First-time All-America in the 4x400-meter relay, running alongside Faith Ross, Chloe Abbott, and Masai Ross to place 8th in the NCAA final. Second-team All-America in the 200-meter SEC score in the 200-meter and 4x400-meter relay and NCAA Indoor Championships qualifier in those two events. Fourth place at SEC's in the 200-meter, running 23.19. Ran on UK's 6th place 4x4 at SEC's season best 22.97 to win the Razorback Invitational on January 25th. Moved to her number 4 on the UK all-time indoor list. Won the 60-meter at the Jim Green Invitational on January 12th. Runner-up in the 60-meter at the McCravey on February 2nd, running the UK freshman record 7:30. Have you had enough yet? That's just her freshman year. Abby's awards in the succeeding years are endless. And when we say endless, it will take us an entire day to enumerate each one for each year. Let's just suffice it to say that Abby Steiner's awards throughout her career are insane. The list is longer than anyone's patience. Abby Steiner, whose Twitter bio proudly states world champion, is undeniably a remarkable woman in her own rights. Fitness and beauty, what almost all women across the globe covet, and Abby Steiner has them both. Ugh, how unfair is life? How fortunate she is. Although, it's worth noting that Steiner fought hard enough to be in the healthy physical state she's in now. Superstar. That's my wife's word for her. Head coach Lonnie Green can be noted saying sometime last year, referring to Abby Steiner. Green knows what an extraordinary athlete Abby is. Even in times when she wasn't at 100%, she was still, in my mind, head over heels better than every other athlete in the country. I think Coach Hall, who works directly with Abby, has done a phenomenal job with her. Imagine having someone who has their utmost trust and support directed to you. Talk about pressure. The sky's the limit for where she's getting ready to go. If done right, her name's gonna be up in lights, you know what I mean? I might be at the World Championships crying like a big sissy when she medals, added Lonnie Green. Well, we'd love to see that crying like a sissy. I mean, we're also looking forward to seeing Abby Steiner winning medals at the World Championships.